I'm June. In this video, we're going to be talking about like what we do as a group, and I'm going to go over what our goal looks like this year. So this is a website from Sustain Southern California, specifically for our campus. And yeah, this website has pretty much every information you need. So feel free to take a look at it, and let's scroll down. So, as I said, we're going to choose some modules. So far, we only have our energy module and water and transportation modules, and I believe that two other modules are going to be added below down here. So, so our goal, as I said, is making a presentation and filling out the form. Let me show you the form right here. So energy module, I'm going to go over what we do, specifically in energy module. Here, part one, education section, and we have subtopic, part one and part two. If you look at it, part one is research and answer question 1 through 5, less than 200 words. I think this part is the easiest one. Let's take a look at the example. With the passing of landmark legislation in California state bills, blah blah blah. California is paving the way to a clean energy grid. Blah 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 blah. Provide a brief summary on each piece of legislation. Just basically, all we have to do is Googling it. We can just Google it. Um, in the search bar and just say summary of something. That's it. That's what we have to do for part one. Part one. But for part two, under part one section, which is education, this one gets a little bit trickier. It says contact your campus facilities department and ask a representative questions 6 through 10. Here, let me show you what the questions look like. So, first one, who provides electricity and gas to our campus? Asked to view your campus bill, and what steps are taken to ensure energy is not being wasted? So, at first, I didn't know who to reach out to. So, I went to my counselor here. I talked to Mr. Deliva, and he said, I recommend you to go talk to the district directly, which is a good information. And the other counselor said, Dr. Kwong, she basically recommended me to talk to Dr. Kwong, who handles CDM facilities. Good information. But even before that, I just sent an email to Dr. Kwong about like saying, my name is Jun Woo. I'm participating in this program. As part of this program, I'm researching how our campus manages energy use. So those are the questions that I'm going to ask. So if possible, so I just basically said, can you connect me to other person who is responsible for energy module and department? Yeah. So please be creative and go crazy about those. It's all about finding a right person. Yeah. And yeah, let me show you this question list. It is the same thing. It shows a part one education, part one, part two. This was just part one, and please, I highly encourage you guys to make a presentation or Google Doc to not lose your contents as you go along with this PDF. So let's go to part two. We already finished our part one. So part two, assess. This is basically the audit portion of the energy modules. So for each group, we have to evaluate two classrooms, right? And let's take a look at it. For example, space conditioning, and we're going to give a 5 points if air conditioning or heating is off and doors and windows are open in that classroom. And we're going to give a 0 if air conditioning or heating is on, doors and windows are closed, and the room is unoccupied. When no one is using, but the air conditioning AC is on, that's very bad. And there are some other sections like lightning, electronic used daily, electronics not used daily. So we're going to write observations under 200 words. Part three, this one's my favorite. We have to go do it. Teams should survey a minimum of 15 students and 5 campus staff in our campus, at CDM High School. Those are the questions that we have to ask here. And you can actually choose to make it as a Google form and have them fill it out, survey submission link, or what I'm gonna do is filming a questions on campus video, basically like a TikTok video or Reels or YouTube, basically in a interview form. We're not gonna upload it onto YouTube, so don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So we have to go crazy with this. Minimum 15 students. You can ask your friends or 5 campus staff. It could be like Mama Mary, librarians, teachers, even counselors, and like school therapists. So please go crazy and be creative. And that's it. That's all we have to do. And those are due by January. Please, I am expecting 2 hours commitments a week. Only two hours. I believe it's less than 30 minutes a day. So please to do so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I would love your participation. Yeah, let's go, guys.